highly spiritual.
Some trust in chariots, others in horses, but I trust the one true God, the one who holds and molds my life. Some trust in chariots, others in horses, but I trust the one true God.
You are listening to GN Radio UK.
Highly spiritual.
Some trust in chariots,
GN Radio,
horses, but I trust the one true God, the one who holds and molds my life. Some trust in chariots, others in horses, but I trust the one true God, the one who holds and molds my life. Enti, Michi Wujo Mire, Michi Wudi Sao Yajenina Sutumfo, Otumfo ni Mobrohufo, Obucheri Fuatoya Josu, Nyami Bay, Nyami Ba, Unyani Panyan Sechin Sayem, Memfama Destrema Wenim, Mawuni Miramota. Hey, Michi Wujo Erate, Michi Wudi Ajenina Sutumfo. All power belongs to you. My what's here for our birthday. Answer by fire. This prayer. Only the panels saying I am what's yet meant for my distress, my wedding. My wouldn't be ramota. If it's a why be do, why be do, Yami, why be do, Yami. What did I have for? What did I have for, Yami? What did I have for, Yami? And Tirate, what you do? Yes, we are what you do. Eradi, what you do. Yes, we are what you do. Yami Bay, Yami Ba, Onyani Panyan says I am. Memfama Destrema when you, my only Ramota, and Tirade, what you do. Yes, we are what you do. Sacre, Mama. Yes,
you are listening to GN Radio UK. GN Radio UK.
This is GN Radio UK.
Highly spiritual.
Some trust in chariots, others in horses, but I trust the one true God, the one who holds and molds my life. Some trust in chariots, others in horses, but I trust the one true God, the one who holds and molds my life. Enti, Michi Wujo Mire, Michi Wudi Sao Yajenina Sutumfo, Otumfo ni Mobrohufo, Obucheri Fuatoya Josu, Nyami Bay, Nyami Ba, Unyani Panyan Sechin Sayem, Memfama Destrema Wenim, Mawuni Miramota. Hey, Michi Wujo Erate, Michi Wudi Ajenina Sutumfo. All power belongs to you. My what's here for our way. Answer by fire. This prayer. Unyani Panyan Sechin Sayabenti. Memfama Destrema Wenim, Mawuni Miramota. Every say why be do, Yami, why be do, Yami. What did I have for? What did I have for, Yami? What did I have for, Yami? And Tirate, what you do? Yes, we are what you do. Eradi, what you do? Yes, we are what you do. Nyami Bay, Nyami Ba, Onyani Panyan says I am. Memfama Destrema when you, my only Ramota, and Tirade, what you do. Yes, we are what you do. Sacre, Mama, yes, we are. Yes, we are. Nyami Bay, Nyami Ba, Onyani Panyan says I am. Memfama Destrema when you, my only Ramota. Sonia Sassy, oh boy, yeah. Nanwe Tremwa, oh yeah. The Nansa so was sorry, yeah. Eradi way na want to me, yeah. Nyami Bay, Nyami Ba, Unyani Panyan Sechin Sayam. Memfama Destrema when you, my wouldn't me come water. Utsumia Jeninayo, Utsumia Jeninayo, Eradi, so yeah.
highly spiritual.
Some trust in chariots, others in horses, but I trust the one true God, the one who holds and molds my life.
Indeed, I trust in one true God.
Others in horses.
He's the Alpha and Omega. 10 minutes past 10 o'clock. It's Monday morning. It's a brand new week. And of course, it happened to be the last Monday of the year. And of course, on the month of November 2021. We are upon once again this morning live on GN Radio UK. Legal Hour with Abinelle Solicitors.
All power belongs to you.
Papa God, you do all. You do all for making it possible for me to be alive today. Not all of us have the privilege to be alive this morning. But me, I'm breathing free air. You didn't charge me. You didn't ask me for a price. I'm getting it for free. In that case, you do all. Okay, folks. We are happy to be back on air once again. And we're going to have our legal hour as usual every Monday right here from 10 o'clock sharp. Sharp. And of course, Jamie Adai Dente, the missus, is ever ready. Lots of questions are here. We are going to bombard her with lots and lots of questions for her to answer. And of course, if you also have a question or something's bothering you, be it immigration, you are part of the show. Make sure you WhatsApp or text me on 0778793958. 0778793958. And of course, the phone lines are 0203735820 or 0203286085. These are the studio numbers that you can also phone in and contribute to the show. And for those of you watching us on Facebook and YouTube, you can also put your comments on our walls and I'll be reading them. I'll keep my eyes close to the Facebook so that you won't be left out.
Yes, we all, yeah.
Once again, welcome aboard. Without wasting my time, we're going to welcome our guest. Good morning, Amy.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
By God's grace, doing very well.
As usual, you are looking good. How was your weekend?
Blessed weekend I had. I hope you had a lovely one too.
Not really. I've been working since Friday.
Oh, wow.
And I'm still working. I really don't have enough rest, you know. That's all it is. But by God's grace, He has given me all the strength to carry on doing my work. And I love what I'm doing.
We thank God.
All right. Time is fast spent. So today I've got lots of questions for you. Trust me.
Nice.
I pray that we'll be able to finish all the questions, and also for people who will be phoning in and sending in they'll keep sending in their text or WhatsApp messages that will be reading them. So before we start, any update from the immigration, from the Home Office?
Yes. An update we have is concerning visitors' visas and the applications that are being made and the delays in actually coming back with a decision. I think the British High Commission sent out a letter, publicly have sort of voiced their concerns for the number of applications they have and how it's longer than usual to process and come to a conclusion on such cases. So if anybody is sitting tight, waiting for a visitor's visa decision, know that there are delays, there are backlog
Okay.
At the moment. So
Okay.
that would be the updates that we had for today.
Okay. Talking about delay. Now, our first question finally is about delays. So it said, good morning. So this, Amy, this is our first question. It said, good morning to you both. Okay, in plus you and me. Nice one. See, please, I wanted to know if it's normal for a third time 2.5 application lasts as long as 5 months. My application was submitted in July 2021 this year, yet still I haven't got any response. I'm really worried for the delay. Can you please advise me what to do?
All right. So normally the Home Office have 6 months, around about 6 months. We give it 6 months.
For the 2.5.
That's correct. So 6 months is sort of like the benchmark. So 6 months. Now, if after 6 months we haven't received any response in terms of a decision, what we do is we can write a letter to the Home Office asking for an update in the case. So then if there's anything that's outstanding, any further documentation that they want, we would then send the update letter, and hopefully that would then get them to respond as to why there's been a delay in considering the case. So it's an update letter that we have to send to the Home Office.
Okay. So it means for his application to be 5 months is still normal, right?
Yes.
Wow.
They have the discretion to make a decision as and when they've concluded the case. But what it is you can always, there's no harm in asking for an update to find out where they have reached, the position they are in terms of the decision. Okay. So that would do wonders for this case. Yes.
But in the case scenario whereby they say 6 months, normally within 3 months or at most 4 months, you might get a decision. Why still delay?
See, darling Jay, it's really based on the caseworker and their workload. So some caseworkers are quicker than others, and also it could also depend on the case itself. Maybe there's something outstanding. Maybe there's a document that they want, but they haven't yet come back to the applicant to request for it. So there may be so many surrounding factors that may delay the case itself. Okay. But once you send the update letter, you'll be informed as to what is going on.
Okay. So those of you who are watching us on Facebook, if you got a question, you say, I've got a question. If you got a question, put it across. I'll read it for Amy to answer you. So now the phone lines are officially activated. The numbers are 0203-735-8820, 0203-286-0185. You could call in and I'll pick up your phone call and we answer you. Okay. So for now, always those people sending messages, text message, that they take the lead. So Amy, I've got another question for you.
Okay.
Let me go this way. Just a second. Sorry for, I always have to take my time, Yep. Yeah, I got it. I got it here. Another question says, I traveled to the UK and gave birth to my first child at a private hospital in central London. Unfortunately, complications have arisen in respect to my cesarean section and will need to stay in the UK for another 3 months to undergo further treatment and a surgical procedure. Since my visa was valid for 6 months, I'm worried that I may overstay in the UK. My question is, can I apply for an extension of my visitor's visa in the UK? And secondly, my mother was in the UK at the same time attending a conference and her best friend's birthday party for also 6 months visa. It's on the verge of expiring. She's wondering whether she can also make an application to extend it.
Okay. Darling J, I think we'll take the lady who wants to receive treatment in the UK.
Yep.
Yes. If she's been granted entry clearance initially for a period of 6 months.
Yep.
To undergo medical treatment.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, at last, maybe she has a condition that she would require further treatment.
Mm-hmm.
She can apply for an extension under the rules. She would have to satisfy the decision maker that the purpose in which she needs the extension for is for her medical condition.
Mm-hmm.
She would need to provide evidence of that effect. Mm-hmm. So let's say she says there are complications arising from cesarean. She would
Mm-hmm.
need the consultant or doctor to write a supporting letter to
Mm-hmm.
state that, yes, there are complications, and although she was supposed to stay for this duration, now she needs to stay an X number of months more to ensure that she's able to be treated fully before she can travel back to her home country. Okay. So it is definitely possible. You can make an application in country to extend your visitor's visa. Yes. Okay.
Is it the same applies to her mom?
Mom, see, they have specific reasons for extending visas.
Because her mom came for a birthday, a conference, and also a birthday party for her friend.
Yes. So usually for an extension, it will be issues such as maybe a medical condition where you need to receive treatment, or maybe you are here and you want to extend it for an academic purpose, or maybe a short course for 6 or 7 months. Mm-hmm. And of course, you would need to provide evidence to that effect if you want to do so in country. So if it's, the mom would need to give us further details. If it's for any of such, maybe a medical reason, that may be plausible. But if not, and it's just for maybe tourism or for pleasure, then she would have to go back to Ghana and seek entry clearance before coming back into the UK again.
But she's already in, so why can't they consider?
Yes. But the thing is, darling Jay, she's come to the UK for a particular reason. So they really look at the purpose why you are here. So if it's just for tourism or to visit family or friends, then that reason remains. And there's no sort of extra circumstances, as I said, maybe a medical problem or something that they would consider, you to extend the visa, then she wouldn't be able to extend in country. She can go back to Ghana and reapply and then come back again.
And on that note, what are her chances?
For her daughter,
for granting another visa.
You see, this is the thing, darling Jade. That's a very good question. Your chances are based on whether you haven't breached the immigration rules. So, for example, they give you 6 months. You say you are coming to the UK for 4 weeks for a birthday and a conference, but then you end up staying. Although because they gave you 6 months, you end up staying for 4 months. What it means is you've breached the conditions of your leave. And, if you look at the Home Office guidance, they frown on such things. They don't want you to tell them one thing and do the exact opposite. So if you've promised that you're going to come for 1 month, make sure you don't breach the conditions of your leave. Come for 1 month and return. And then this enhances your immigration history so that when you're making an application in the future, you have a very good chance of succeeding and coming back to the UK because they trust you. That's not it. Of course, they look at the entire case itself, but at least they can say your immigration history is clean. You haven't breached any conditions. You haven't overstayed on your visa or anything. So,
okay. Noted. Okay, another question for you. It says, hello, lawyer. I've just acquired my ILR, which is indefinite leave to remain, and have plans to bring my long-term girlfriend from Ghana.
Okay.
But I live in a it's so funny. But I live in a single room.
Okay.
And my income is less than 18,600. Is it possible to apply as my income is very low and also I don't have a bigger place?
All right. That's a very good one, darling Jay. So Yes, the Housing Act 1985, what it states is 1 bedroom is suitable for 2 people. So if you are occupying exclusively...
It's just a room, not 1 bedroom, just a room.
Yes, it's just a room. So if you exclusively occupy that room, then your partner would be able to join you in the UK. You would meet the financial requirement there.
Okay, that's a good news.
He's also mentioned a little bit about the financial requirement, that he doesn't meet the 18,006.
That's correct.
Well, what they do is they look at something in the rules, the immigration rules, called exceptional circumstances. If they find that, for example, if they refuse the application, it would be unjustifiably harsh if it's refused. So that's quite a huge threshold. You have to show that if you are refused, it will really have an effect on you or your family member that is looking to join you. In the alternative, he hasn't given a lot of his circumstances, but if he's on personal independent payment or he's on universal credit, that also can be used to consider as to, whether he can actually be able to bring his spouse. So you have exceptional circumstances, or if you're on PIP or universal credit, that can also be taken into account when you're making an application to bring your spouse. So it's possible, but it depends on his circumstances.
Okay, all right. Noted. I hope the person who sent the message, you are listening to the show. So your answer is good one. No stress, brother. All right. Let me do justice to those of you. Anyway, my producer here is Justice and Big Joe. Justice is live here, and Big Joe, chief producer, is also doing it remotely. Let me do justice to those of you watching me on Facebook. I've got a question from Facebook page. It says, I have made a spouse visa and my spouse don't want to renew it for me, but I have had a baby with another British girl. Can I do a new application or continue?
Okay, so of course, if you are here on, let's say, the 5-year spouse route or the 10-year spouse route, I'm not sure on which route he has made the application, but let's say it's under the immigration rules. If you are here on the 5 or 10-year partner route, you need your spouse to be part of that application because you need to meet the relationship requirement, which says that you have to be in a genuine and subsisting relationship. So once your partner is not part of that sort of relationship, as we'll call it, then unfortunately you wouldn't meet the relationship requirement. So under the 5 or 10-year partner route, you fail. However, you've mentioned that you have a British child. If you have a British child, you can switch from the 5 or 10-year partner route to the 5 or 10-year parent route due to your British child and due to you having, let's say, for example, sole responsibility for that child. So you just have to know which is which, and I would always advise you come and see us in the office. We'll be able to direct you as to what to do and to make the right choice to ensure you have a successful outcome.
Yeah, okay. Right, a good one there. So if you just join us here, do bear in mind that we are having a legal hour with Amy Adai Dente. I make sure today the pronunciation goes correct. Amy, actually it's Mrs. Amy Adai Dente from Abinelle Solicitors. So if you want to contact them, make sure those of you watching us on Facebook, producer has put, just look at the wall, the address and the contact telephone numbers are there. Make sure you copy. Some of us, we shy to put our questions on social media, but don't shy when it comes to immigration issue, because if you shy, then you are inviting problem for yourself. So do contact Abinelle Solicitors. They are second to none when it comes to immigration issues. Their contact number is 0203 759 3309. Right, 0203 759 3309, or text them or message them on 07824-705-353. All right. They are in Stratford, 14 Clayport, right?
Yes.
So they are in Stratford, all right? So 14 Clayport Road, Stratford E15 2RGs. That's the postcode to reach out to them, okay? So Abinelle Solicitors, when it comes to immigration issues, family law, etc. and etc. They are second to none. All right. Another question. This one direct from GH. Next, no person Bebrichi. It a bridge for monitor G and rough. Ghana for monitor G and rough because and no legal advice. Nobody Bebrichi, no doubt. This one says, I'm a qualified nurse at Kolebu Teaching Hospital. I've been thinking of relocating to the UK. My annual leave, which is 4 weeks, commences first week in December. I wish to travel to the UK to undergo my objective structured clinical examination whilst on my break in the UK. What visa do I need to apply for to sit my objective structured clinical examination? And B, what are the requirements I need to meet? And the third question is, what documents do I need as part of the process? Am I correct, or should I take it again?
No, that's fine, Darling J. So, Darling J, being in light of it being someone from Ghana, maybe we can also highlight it in tree a little bit for people to really understand.
You are right.
Okay.
But say, me a nurse near me a juma a work Kolebu Teaching Hospital. Now, my imagine said me pese me betra United Kingdom until is room. United Kingdom. Na nietiane se miemu me she me kwakwa jima home me jima ahome for na watwe 9 ebe sha se ye December bosu a etinachi ye be ya na nietiane se me ba UK no me pese me betro nsosho bi a ye friend say objective structure clinical examination we the am say nurse for term and a mental health a nurse for ne Ricky who na bi a obehu o say oba betro nsosho bi a ye friend say objective structure clinical examination wa mra obeba abeji na home e wo UK no ndi obisa say san nsosho na o pese oba betro wo UK no visa be no be hia ena nhihye be na ewo ho a o de betu sa kwen ene nka nhoma be na o so de eka sa process no ebe ma ne visa no akọ 13 e de ama no nti opekwanya ebe ma na tumi etu sa na moyi
Darling J medase enti oye obia oti Ghana oye nurse ni pese oba krom ha for holidays but also wants to come and undergo work-related training into not just say bibia e fa ne djuma munsem nursing munsem na. Yes, or more different kinds of visitors visas. And yes, only say be visiting family and I say buy as a tourist. Or more visitors visa efa work-related training. And I saw course all can which is objective structured clinical examinations. Efa nurses who are more free overseas and no amount who say level of competency and no bet me add visa for some work related training about. However, no obey here a letter B from the Nursing and Midwifery Council where UK had say or baha about the trosa examination. Into no the answer no your best chance no to mean letter that confirmation. But apart from that letter no, because say over as a visitor no, there are things that I say meeting and sana be den the visa no amano. First and foremost no, I saw a valid application. So a valid application no, I saw no with the specified form online. to visit the UK. Apart from that, it's so share visa fee, media use a process application. Aside that, obesa ako bonensano, which is fingerprinting biometrics. Obeko Air Ghana Moving Pick, Iowa Ghana, the Moving Pick Hotel, which is the TLS Center. It's the Encore British High Commission. Obeko the Moving Pick Hotel, Accra.
How no biometric,
And how no biometrics.
Okay.
Inti or drew her or the passport beko Anna Obekwako Yansano, which is fingerprinting, and they'll have to take other biometric information. Apart from that, no more BB so a friend or eligibility requirement. Eligibility requirements no more shen yama bebremu, omo show sika semho. So uba from her, obet me for the ticket. Ubenya baby ada. Cost ninya related to travel by UK no. Put me meetis our cost no. Even exam crowd or control no. Sakawa hoa. Or the betriani examination fees and sans ninya umbeshem. Umbeshe say so uba UK ha. Ubesa ko back into you are only coming as a visitor. Yeah. Ubesa baba. Umubesa she said what breach any of the immigration rules and as a conditions are bida on person who intentions are over from her and no na mubeshemu se wa woniskana would be sorted out in terms of travel costs no share independent, let's say third party via obeboa now amawaba into ebiana scanning home but ebe wo wofa bi ono de sika shen ho kama ono na obetimi are provided letter ne financial evidence I say uba krom ha obeshow kam ubenya baby ada ubenya bibi edi de omum penny says so ube drew krom ha no na wo hwam anim ama baby ada ama baby bibi edi eno de omum pe say ubeye sufficient uba krom ha unidi omum yeah. Indeed, that is part of it, and it's very important. I think, say, darling J, a hopana yen Ghana for no, you make a mistake, nakakra. That eligibility requirements, no. For example, or your nurse ni, ebi ana nurse ni no, what me as save it, sika or want to pay when a current account, but also when a savings account come up, was it's so to me showing the full financial evidence of all bank accounts or what scanning now one. So to me prove it say oba obetimi maintain no. Say third party so say any work passa and say na downfall and say ebi a colleague bi an obeboa no won the nursing home so provide either a personal or professional relationship. I say oni no was a relationship obetimi aboa no. So furthermore, no, so provided evidence of an accommodation and so go back from her, baby Albertina.
Okay.
And I think lastly, no, they may touch on very quickly, and so say a place I hear mistake and say to demonstrate, say, we have the genuine intention to visit. International say, Uba Sankobium. How do you prove that? We Juma we nurse me into Jawe Juma wa Ghana. And betnaha and yebibia. I said, we'll letter from my employer, pay slips. We kita, let's say, land or Ghana assets. Maybe I was dying. Would we indenture back home? Maybe into an hour worry uomba. You provide your marriage certificate, no birth certificates for your children. It's darling J. These are the examples of things that SL provided for the application.
Nice one. Thank you very much. So the lines are still open 020373588820. I've got a question on Facebook as well. Let me read it. I believe sir Oyobuni you will know her. Also born in the UK to Ghanaian parents. I recently made Ghana passport. Do I need to have indefinite stamp in the passport before I could use it in Ghana to travel back to UK, please? So that's a question from Angelina Hennebeng.
Okay, thank you, darling J. Thanks for that question. Okay, what you would need is, if you're born in the UK and you of course, you're British, then you wouldn't need an indefinite leave to remain. You may not even have one. So what you need is something called, now that you've got your Ghanaian passport, you need a dual nationality card, a dual citizenship card, which you can get from either the Ghana High Commission or in Ghana. And I think that would help prevent you from getting visas when you're traveling to Ghana. You wouldn't need to have a visa if you have that dual nationality card that is available to Ghanaian citizens. So that would be the best option, I think.
All that she needs is a visa, innit? Just to travel to and back from Ghana.
See, but she is wondering if she can go to Ghana with indefinite. So you can tell that maybe she's trying to avoid having to always go for visas. So if that's the case, then I would always suggest the dual nationality card.
Okay.
So that
will resolve everything.
Really, yes.
Okay. I think your former colleague Theophilus Fossen has given a thumbs up. It says, Amy, very useful and informative. I'm loving the steps applicants should take as a nurse in coming to the UK. Brilliant. I'm really enjoying it. Keep it up. From Theophilus Fossen. I know who he is. Theophilus, let's talk. Today is 29th. You know what I mean. Okay, another question for Amy. He says, hi, lawyer. I have to renew my last 2.5 years application next year, February. But I understand Home Office is taking long time to process such applications. I have a couple of friends who are desperately waiting for their application submitted earlier. My question is, if I apply and face long delay, what will be the impact on my job? As some employers won't allow one to work if visa is being processed.
All right. Thank you. Okay, so you see, the delays caused can be a headache. However, we have an aspect of the law that can protect you, which is a Section 3C of the Immigration Act. It can protect you in the sense that once you put in an application, it automatically renews your leave. So you wouldn't have to be without leave, for example. So if the date in February passes, but you have made a valid application before the date of expiration, then you would have renewed your leave in the UK. So what you need to do is, what we do is we send a letter to the employer, stating that we've made an in-time application and therefore she's covered by Section 3C of the Immigration Act, 1971. So we usually do that, and it's very useful, very helpful. Employers usually agree with it and then allow you to continue working.
So there's no wahala here?
No wahala at all.
Okay. The person who sent the message, I think there's no wahala. Just chill, okay? Chill and just get the letter to your employers and everything. Regardless the delay, you'll be working. Don't worry. I can understand your feelings anyway. Now, another question says, we are newly engaged and we currently live in Ghana. Most of our respective family members live in the UK. We wish to have our wedding in the UK, as we wish to have a destination wedding. Significantly, we wish for the marriage to be registered in the UK. What requirements need to be met to enable us register our marriage in the UK? Now, only you can also register in UK. Amy, over to you.
Yes, as I mentioned before, there's so many different types of visitors.
Question, Mr. Spelling, Ghana question,
So there's so many different kinds of visas, but yes, you can apply for a visitor's visa to actually get married in the UK. there's a few requirements under that category. So you have to intend to marry and form a marriage in the UK. It shouldn't be a sham marriage either. Mm-hmm. And of course, what we mentioned before, as in the validity, eligibility, and suitability requirements, that still applies. So you still have to show that when you come, you can afford the journey, you can afford the costs related to why you are traveling to the UK. You still have to demonstrate that once you're done with the marriage, you're going to leave the UK. Also, they're going to be looking at your suitability requirements, whether you, for example, you're a criminal, whether there's unconducive sort of conduct, whether you've overstayed in the past and you have breached immigration rules before. So they look at a variety of things. But yes, you can register your marriage in the UK. It's possible, and you can come with that visa as a visitor for marriage, for the purposes of marriage, to do so. So if we're going to say that in Chi, yes, ubetimi aba kromha, aba warewaha. Apart from say ube ware no, say we meet eligibility requirements no. I just say yes, uba kromha, uye marriage now, ube sa back to Ghana. So travel maintenance and accommodation say adequate into who was scarce. Would be to acquire by UK cruise. So was scarce so ube show so uba ticket a same no baby a ube tina would be animal bibia ube to me a handle no kama. Show suitability requirements into say we nipa na what committee offenses that will behavior no a conducive more deported or remove you from Chrome Hada. But apart from that, no. So person who worry or Chrome you have to be above the age of 18. That's the first thing. And also you have to have intention no. So ube into marriage or union ube drew Chrome Anna omonsa mpe bibia ube say so worry any worry papa who worry for convenience and I say bibinti na mo worry sika and I say bibia emfa aware hunsem no omompesa inti say to meet all of these requirements ombema visa no now I be worry as a destination marriage without a problem at all.
Okay, without a problem at all. Hey, sika ni edium me yeshua say bibi wo munsam nti na mo person mo ba UK keke on ba wedding. Your friend the destination wedding, right?
That's a destination wedding. Yes.
I see. Very interesting. I will be off a back door or the message now by my phone, so no problem. And your problem cry or say, what are the requirements for naturalization? Now the way cry the offer me and come to me at your already on the family, me have a personal phone, so me with the also, what are the requirements for naturalization?
Okay, requirements for naturalization. Yes, I say you've had your indefinite leave to remain for 12 months. You also have to pass something called the Life in the UK test. You also have to pass the English language test as well. You also have to be of good character. You have, the good character requirement is also fulfilled.
My friend, listen carefully. You have to be of good character in everything. All right?
That's right. And then they also want to know about your residence. And they look at residence requirements. So in the last sort of 5 years, you've not been out of the UK for more than 90 days in each year. So which will be, it has to be less than 450 days, I believe, before say ubetini a year a naturalization application that will be successful. That's the difference. That would be successful.
Okay. Nice one. I've got a few questions here. Let me also do justice to those of you writing on the walls. This one coming from Facebook. It says, please, lawyer, how can I be successful in tourist visa from Ghana to the UK? Okay. Also, please, lawyer. Oh, producer Nyabutre, man, I didn't screen in D. Also, please, lawyer, how can I be successful in tourist visa from Ghana to UK?
Wow. Okay. I think that this morning, Shemu Kakra, me catch the listener and say, to me share personal circumstances, and you have to show say we are genuine visitor, you have that intention to come to the UK, and it's a genuine one. Okay, so first and foremost, we want to know what are you, that's the question we ask, what are you doing in Ghana? So it could be that you are a student, it could be that you are working, it could be that you are an intern. All of such circumstances, I shall make sure, say, who the better entry clearance officer, okay? Let's say, for example, you are a student, you need to get a letter, so to meet your letters from your recognized institution. I best set it out. The data will start it with your course with that institution, when the course intends to conclude, what year you are in, what you are studying, and whether maybe you are on a sort of a term break or so. If you are working, for example, you need a letter from your employer and 6 months pay slips, for example. I just say, yes, you are gainfully employed with the organization. When you started working, what role you play at work, how much salary you are in receipt of, okay? And then if they've given you annual leave, that should be stated in the letter. So, I said, annual leave. If it's for 2 weeks, it's stated. If it's for 4 weeks, it's stated. Not entry clearance officer, where you are coming from and what are your personal circumstances in the country of origin. I know you're very important. Very often, darling J, a lot of us make applications. You need the right documents. You can say you provide pay slips. You provide a letter. I can say, employed, but you need to go into more detail. You need to tell them what you do at the workplace, how much you are earning, when you are, on annual leave, when you'd be coming back. You need to let them know a little bit more. Financial situation and so, and yes, I would be see, say, munya, my third party, what personal relationship or professional relationship. My own sponsor, don't be shy. Ask for somebody to sponsor you. It could be somebody in Ghana, it could be somebody in the UK. And just say, Obi wa UK, definitely, maybe I know Obi wa. But Obi wa Ghana, again, Zanipa Krona, so the financial circumstances. So if he's employed with an organization, letter, so you're self-employed in Padia or provided that evidence, HSA, or you're self-employed person. These are the documents, and this is what you need to do to get a tourist visa.
Okay. Where the Mamia Mimisa, based on Nipana or pet tourist visa, no? Most of the times, you could meet all the requirements. But
Yes.
as a bank statement, they always find ground to refuse. You being a lawyer, why do they always base their decision on financial reasons? Not just a way you hear right?
Okay, darling Jane, a very good point. So we call Home Office guidance just October, producing I can't say only set amount. There's no set amount here. Say, okay, I say what £5,000. And I say what £2,000. However, no, person who entire financial circumstances into show income, show expenses, income and expenditure. Say, to me easily, no, to me you expenses free. Problem behind or dependence and Saskana I can ultimately show dependence without a problem. Usabe to me be at to na. So musha circumstances nini who say yes, this person is financially stable, they've got that stability, then they go and they grant the visa. But so musha na munyahiam can't amount the come far, but they want to see because then you'll be relying on public funds, you'll be relying on the government to give you accommodation or food or upkeep. Until they want to be sure, so you are financially sufficient to actually travel to the UK.
Now, with the as almost sabi, Okakopo baby na, over say, Bibi Kakao, who say, what's of Canada, Dimbia, but Okakasa now here, Bibi no had over our way bus. Yet you was, and I just remember Sarah over Subai. As a scout, what you also had your scary acquired the obey. No, we had that council you could you were so happy or boom.
Was it darling Jay? Uncle me person me added BB or
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Me can say okay. Ebi na wo sikam emunye de no problem. Say munye de munye biama. Ebi na wo bi a obetimi sponsor wo. Your friend of third party sponsorship. So be out the bank statements munye dru kama a chese automation ho ni dependence. Esa be show actual ticket.
And you don't cross a smart say okra now come na ya hwe ni hu a na ya kwabodi pakra ne ka. Enya sa. Ojira was a surety.
We sure say and the background they obey me sure there's no problem with him.
Okay. Yeah, money this time flies quick, you know. We see how can a parent in the UK demonstrate sole parental responsibility for her child in Ghana? For 5 years, she hasn't gone to visit the child in Ghana. What are the consequences?
Oh. So parental responsibility, the threshold is very, very high. Almost say one a year, all the important decisions concerning the child. Now, if Abia, for example, if a chrono anyane indefinite and now will leave or krumha, onion call back for 5 years. The question is why not? That's the big question. Adentina Abia Abana say one to me uncle. If they can provide a plausible reason, that is fine. However, no, sole parental responsibility has to be in existence. So even if they are not there in the person's physical absence, no, or friend or sending a scar, or money no door to door kakra, ebia or friend home tutors, near tutors or more school, ebisano about the academic progression, or friend pastor, ebisano say me bay or sorry. Or be in a Sunday school, or for a doctor, not dentist on the annual or maybe 6 monthly checkups. Beside doctor, and not dentist say me buy or to say, test no, be who funnel or you're okay. All of these things no sole parental responsibility. It is on young call Ghana. So provided that reason, and if in the past no, what Kobia unprovided side travel itinerary, what evidence said, Wako Ghana on call in 5 years. Okay, fine. Ebiana COVID crying a scene in quine. Ebiana but COVID the scene in quine. There's always a reason. With media entry clearance officer. I bema case no. I
like that. And then, as much as we haven't get a phone call, no, I'm very, very pleased to say people are really contributing on the social media, and also the text keeps coming, which is good. And when you WRM say COVID to be person. All right, we see, and some of the few questions are also from Ghana, which is really good. I see if you want to invite your son or daughter to UK, meanwhile they are above 18 years, what is the procedure?
Is it invite
18 years matter about that line? Anna, go ahead. Also, our baba ma any or baba omadi omo person omoba UK na omo 18 years until procedure a crime person no betimi di omo aba. Quite be brave. It depends on what they are doing. Ebiana in plano after when of course they're over the age of 18. Let's say for example, when you're professionals, but through the skilled worker route, for example, depends on the circumstances. Ebian so na person visit as we actually invite.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
some more invited.
Yeah, over 18. Yeah.
Yes, we're looking at visitors visa, for example. Yes, someone bet me about ebi cry darling Jim, I'm in for way into draft. Ebi cry now, for example, Libano or your nurse, an example, a memo, and as or your architect, into a more keen interest or more profession, and a more person or more papa or UK, but someone young so. Take this opportunity develop a more continuing development CPD Yeah, so continuing professional development. Na conference. Enhance knowledge in the profession that they are in. Even if they are carpenters or hairdressers, there are always conferences happening within the United Kingdom. Enhancement in your career choice. Into usha online, conferences be brave. Into apart from say uba ababesrawo papano, ubetimi afane say me banso abeye me continuing professional development. The person may attend a conference and also ude kahwa and more that purpose. The reason purpose are Uber UK. Into a term more say Uber UK abeye BB in particular to visit family, but also able to enhance your knowledge. And also that's also a way Uber to Obiaba through the visitor's visa route.
Okay,
I should be considered.
All right. For those of you listen to us on the other side of the platform, we are on commercial break. The auto system has set in, but we're still live on Facebook. We're still live on YouTube. So the show continues unabated. But actually, it's time. But Amy, I don't know whether you've got time. We spend 5 minutes for commercial, so I'll give you 5 minutes and probably a little more. Then we call it off for the day. I've got a question here for you. This one says, I don't know whether it's meant for you because of other, I'll say, hello, lawyer. Please, 2 weeks ago, you were talking about how to demonstrate sole parental responsibility abroad, which is Ghana. You didn't finish. Okay, I think it's related. Can you please talk about it? I think you just talked about it, isn't it?
Yes.
More like the questions are like about parental responsibility in Ghana.
Yes. Parental responsibility in India. There's so many ways.
No, funny enough, the same person. Nipa no de on one in terms on one it's second one my kaya wa explain on one no into one. But my main far from now. So questions the abu say money. My far from now. Hey, where's Ghana? I say I currently work at Ghana Commercial Bank as a customer service manager. I was recruited by the bank 8 months ago. I'm 30 years old, and almost 10 years ago, I graduated with a second class upper in accounting and finance. My parents live in the UK. They are both British citizens. I wish to travel to the UK to visit for the first time. During the course of my trip, I intend to sightsee London. Can I apply to visit the UK as a tourist and also to visit my parents? That's first question. The second question is, what documents will I need as part of the application? And the third question is, would my parents need to be involved in the application process?
Yes. He can make an application, a visitor's visa application as a tourist, but also / visiting family, which is his parents. He's working at GCB. So it's crucial that you provide the letter from employer and his pay slips as well for 6 months. Also, he needs to show the designated bank account in which he receives his pay, so that he's able to demonstrate his financial circumstances, that he can maintain himself. Ebiana, for example, the parents are British, maybe are more dying either say or more renting and as a more mortgage, tenancy agreement or mortgage statement. I just say or back from her, baby dear, when your baby ada come up. From tourists to dear, who person over UK for sightseeing. This and person who say, so we holidays now, we free UK a corner. And they also want to see, say, make it the UK your permanent home. Betnaha and Casa Hana, what he say, who parents were high do bet now on chain indefinite.
Babu and yes, we need Sunako, not cycle. We're happy.
Sana mupeno. In this case, of course, he works at GCP, but he in the financial circumstances.
I am manager.
So when you grant your normal share, income and your expenses are because Sanya many nyabeja everywhere. I say calculation no say we surplus, yeah, fine, fair enough. But say Bana say at the end of the month now we red more. We can also look to get bank statements and proof of employment or self-employment for parents to show say they are third-party sponsors. Best sponsor a trip because you have a personal relationship, of course, with your parents. These are the documents I will be here, and it is definitely possible, say, ISR application. As to whether to involve the parents or not to involve parents, no. What I can say is say it's entirely up to him. To me, so or be visiting the parents, it would be good to involve parents with maybe a letter of invitation, bank statements for parents, evidence of accommodation from parents, and copies of their British passports, and also a birth certificate. It would be very good to do that. Okay. But so who per se, and you can do it independently to me application. So see. That answers my question, darling Jane.
Well done, bravo, merci beaucoup. On that note, Ajewa Ajiman says, well done, lawyer. And Melissa Kumade is also giving you a thumbs up. Senia to Thompson, so Emma Omono. A big crowd, also good afternoon. Also good information. Sorry. Naya Kwasi, it's a good information. You've done well, Obieni Aje. When people are happy, I'm happy. And I know you are also equally happy. On that, I will say a very big thank you for giving us this informative education here on Legal Hour. Next week, same time, we shall be here. Okay?
I will bless.
One more my boss, my main fan kind of key, especially Ghana for Mutie. A rabaya and as a mamia and a education come high, your friend Mrs. Amy Adai Dente. Mrs. Amy Adai Dente. And then the meeting so abuni pa because now last week will be bomb credu. Oh no, and no wabe pa na jumudo. A very intellectual young woman, or a very, very good. And it, who said you'll see in some na. We nya some na odu kujina quarter. Oh, and the judges or Macau Becca. Okay, what's a man so dear ja? Or moana yet you Monty na 1 year the cacada education one hands down. So at yes, yeah. And it is because I had the cacra or no be able to judge, but hey. Or the night of Bohara, so be I the Omuti Obano. Aha. And then to just say, now say, Judge no credit say, the presentation here could be a point on point that let's just say, we case no, hands down. So don't joke with Abinelle Solicitors or a very learned woman. I think say she's got a team as well. And then with tab and also Obeti Binomonso Enka. And then say, oh, now immigration should be a departure. For Nietzsche, Abinelle Solicitors, or more East London. So, what's London? Anywhere across UK now, over to me, have it to about the train, Abeba, East London, or more, number 14, Claypole Road. Clay and a pool into about the Claypole Road, Stratford, E15 2RJ. That's the postcode in case you are driving. And most importantly, get their contact number 0203 759-3309. That's a landline number. You can call them anytime. Every time is it 9 to 6?
We open 9:30 to 6 p.m.
Oh, 9:30 to 6 actually. Okay, so 9:30 to 6. Some no can say on the or on air duty, but the other colleagues are working tremendously. Opese o from mobile phone ono bom dia yaka emergency pa ono ye 07824705353 07824705353 Bomadia save these numbers in no nim ne china ebeto ya na wa frɛ Abinelle Solicitors for me de law firm bi oba na na mani je pa because ma de me trust wo because omo ni yakun fia de bia omo woni enti sa no mo ko gina court so a omo ane de no ma woni enti so abi ya bedo as emi ya bedo as nyame adoma next week mema Ellen ababetrem Ellen bababetrem no so odo wako obey all right why now in 2 weeks time no over share me
You, darling.
I know you miss me, but don't worry. I also miss you, but don't worry. You better sort him out. All right, on that note, we've ended the show. Me producer and I Bijo and Justice and so watching who the camera. And hear me, you better ask it near Jomo. Bye bye.
Thank you so much. Business. Bye bye.
All right. Another legal was show on Monday, 29th of November 2021. Justice Abo Machidom Samson, I'm a producer. Producer one. Producer Crasher say Christmas, I said we could dinner. All right. You're from a darling J. Man, I'm a tremor. And they will call you may be as staff near you and there's so many years. So I can say, you could and after now they'll call sanity and now I'm going to come out. All right. There was Yami Adma, that's the name song. You ever say she had the legal at the free Abinelle Solicitor for us. Yeah. Macramo. Yes, I said that's how